Okay, today we're going to do a 10-minute overview of Gimkit. Gimkit is a district-supported solution for our world languages. If you're looking for a license, Jody Lindsay would be the person that you would contact. I know my high school, we have a license, so if you need a license for Cedar Valley High, you could reach out to me. It is a fairly inexpensive tool that a lot of our teachers use legislative money for. So if you are really looking for a great way to engage students, gamify learning, it would be a great investment. So we don't have a lot of time, so we're just going to do a 10-minute overview to get you started. If you have any questions, reach out to your ILC. Okay, so this is Gimkit. You would log in just through your Gmail, your Google, your school email. And when you get to the screen, it kind of looks like this. If you've ever used Quizlet before to make sets, it's very similar to that. It's not even too far off from Kahoot and kind of how you get it set up. What I love about Gimkit is you can search for kits. And so I like for family parties and stuff, I'll go through and I just did a training with one of our teams and we played a bunch of fun ones like national parks and logos and World War I. So if I was looking at this kit or I'd searched for it and maybe it was not my kit, I might want to look through it first to make sure it looked good. So when you click on every question, this was a logo game. It has answers here. If you're liking the kit and you wanted to play it, now you can play it live without making it yours. If you do that, it will not give you any reports at the end. So if you're really wanting some great data on your students and how well they're doing within these kits, I would highly recommend taking any kit and copying it into your kits. Then you can go in and edit any of these. You could add questions, you can take questions out, change answers. So there's lots of options to make it more personalized for your class. If you're happy with your kit, you can play from a couple different places. So click all done and you're gonna have two options for play. So you'll do a live play. This is a lot like Kahoot where you're just launching, the kids are hopping on with a code and then they're able to play the game and you can get some feedback from them. You can also assign this as homework. I know my son always has Gimkit for his French class that he's doing, and that's a great way to get some extra practice in after kids leave your class. So we're gonna play a live game. What I love about Gimkit is this was actually created by two high school students who really wanted a better way to have fun in the classroom. They still run this. And whereas sometimes I feel like Kahoot's trying, Gimkit is always coming up with new features, new power-ups, and new games. So they're just fresh all the time. And they have lots of options for teachers and students so that we don't get bored with it. So a couple of things I want to share with you guys. So this is some of the options for games. Notice there's just tons of games on here. And every teacher kind of has their favorite. Some reasons that I know teachers are using Gimkit would be like, I have a teacher at Vista and she's using them for a starter. So she puts up a starter Gimkit as kids come in, they get signed in, and the first 5 minutes of class, she launches a Gimkit. This is a great exit ticket strategy as well. Some of these games are better for longer games. That would be a great time to do like a review before a test. So lots of ideas there. This is the classic version, so I'm going to show you that quickly. For the classic version, a couple of notes to make. So on here, you can set up your game by time. This is the way that I like to do it. If I put time, then I know that it will be a set amount of time. So maybe not 110 minutes, 10-minute game. Five is a little short, but for a classic version, it's not too bad. 10 is great. And then there's some games that I'll tell you about that really are better a little bit longer. You can also do it as a race. This is where you want whoever makes this amount of money, $250,000 first, becomes the winner. I like to give everyone some starting cash. Sometimes if my goal is 250,000 and I give them nothing to start with, this might be a very long game. So I typically do time And then I do like to start them with a little bit of cash because then they can jump into strategies and power ups and a bunch of things. And it's just more fun for them instead of feeling frustrated that they only have $1, now $2, $3. So then you can toggle off and on some of these other options, music. The kids love clapping. I have some teachers that hate the clapping. The clapping is for when they announce the leaderboard at the end. If they hit their space bar, it makes a clap sound. And so I don't know why. They love it. And they just try to hit that space bar as many times as possible. And then the whole room is filled with clapping for the leaderboard. Some teachers hate it. Now, clean power-ups. In the game, you'll notice there's different strategies. Sometimes you can ice another player, meaning it will freeze their screen for 30 seconds. Gosh, I don't know. There's just a bunch, and they're always changing them and coming up with new ones and seasonal ones, but they have a chance to sabotage each other. And if you feel like you have a class that's a little more sensitive, you might want to turn on your clean power-ups so that nobody's feelings get hurt. I actually love the savage type of game where everyone is just, I don't know, throwing it all in there. There's a nickname generator and a join in late. So once you do that, you'll click on continue, and just like any normal, like a Kahoot game, they'll just log in with a code. Now, I wanted to show you what this game looks like. Let's see. So this is someone's YouTube and kind of what they did for this. I'm going to mute them and kind of talk you through it. So you'll see this questions will pop up immediately. This says the game has started. This is what's projected on the teacher screen. And I think it goes back and forth. So I'm just going to talk you through some of this. So you can see the students going through and answering questions. And then they got it wrong, so they got -1. Let's see if they can get the next one right. So they got some money there. So they probably want to go through questions pretty rapidly or as fast as they can to try to build up as much money as they can. With Kahoot, where every class, let me pause. So they're going to try to go for money per question. They can buy that for $10. Other ones start opening up the more money that you have. So it just depends on how much money you have. You can also go over to the power-ups area and get those strategies, which are really fun. Let's see if he goes over to power-ups. What's he going to pick? All right, he's going to shop. He's going back to money per question. You could toggle over to the power-up section, and that's where you're going to find those really fun strategies. So he's trying to just do his money per question. That's a good one to get you as much money as possible. What I was saying about what I love about Gimkit is students are at their own pace, which is really nice. There's some students in Kahoot where if they can't keep up with the class, they kind of check out and they don't want to play anymore. And so I love that with Gimkit, every kid is going at their own speed, and nobody knows what speed that is. And so it allows them to work at their own pace, at their own level, and still participate in the learning without becoming frustrated. All right, looks like he's going streak bonus. I'm not sure if he's going to get to the, let's see. Okay, so here are some of the different power-ups. You can see he toggled over here. He was in upgrades. He moved over to power-ups. And so he looks like he's about to buy that icer. And you can see that that's going to freeze somebody for 15 seconds. There's also a 50-50 where it will eliminate two wrong answers for you, so you can pick. There's lots of different ones, and like I say, they change all the time. Sometimes they add like a holiday song or, I don't know, just something with the seasons. They're just really clever with what they come up with. So that's a quick overview for you. So I just read today when I logged into Gimkit, it said that they are not doing reports on live games right now because there's something wrong with them and there's a bug. But the reports are amazing. They're coming back. They're just fixing them. You can do reports from assigning homework. You just can't give them off of a live game right now. But just know that will get fixed. I love the reports. They show you what percentage of your students got every single question wrong or right. They even show you by student how they did. And I just think that's just a really helpful thing. This would be a great formative assessment. Everyone in your team offers this Gimkit. You guys all bring your data to the next collaboration and make some great decisions based off of it. So that's a quick overview of Gimkit. If you have any questions, ask your ILC, and happy holidays, everybody.